it's me again. I'm back. I just got done filming a video for you guys, and I was getting ready to ride my bike back into the storage unit and realized that my battery is dead. So a couple of weeks ago when I left Myrtle Beach, as you all know, I had to put my bike in the back of a truck. I think tow mode might have been on and I didn't know, or turn it off, whatever the case may be. So now I'm trying to get inside to the terminal. I have a jump box and we're gonna jump this thing and put it on the tender. I'm glad that I came out here and checked and just kind of fiddled with the bike, because I have a ride next week to Gettysburg, PA, to the Mid-Atlantic Women's Motorcycling Conference, and it would have been an utter tragedy if I would have got up at 5 o'clock in the morning to head to Gettysburg and my battery was dead. So we're gonna jump this, get it started, and then I'm gonna check the life of the battery just for safety's sake. Even if it's good, I'll probably end up replacing the battery anyway, because I don't want to be stuck anywhere. So this is a lesson learned, and it's a lesson I already knew. Never pack your bike and just jump on it expecting to go. You got to check that thing, perfectly check that thing the night before or a couple days before, so you're prepared, and that's so you can save yourself and be up to challenges that occur. The other thing that I really like about this bike, I've been doing things and touching this bike way more than I did things and touched other bikes that I own. So I don't know, I guess it's something about this motorcycle, or maybe because it's brand new, you know what I mean? I'm more interested in learning about it and taking care of it. So this is the first time I've ever used a jump box. This is the first time I've ever charged my own battery. Like, usually my husband does these things for me, or my riding partner does these things for me, but I'm trying to learn how to do things on my own. So hopefully this goes well. So I already screwed the top bolt off. I'm gonna go ahead and screw this and take it off. Okay, so I'm inside of here and I'm looking for the remote positive plug or solenoid, whatever it's called. It's supposed to be a obvious wire covered by a rubber boot. There is a ton of wires here and there's a ton of things that are rubber, so I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. I feel like when people say things like this are easy, it's easy for people that know what they're looking for. I don't know what I'm looking for, but this is kind of useless anyway, because I need to put the battery on the tender after I charge it, and I need direct access to the battery for that. So this was kind of a moot thing. So we're gonna go ahead and put that cover back on and just go ahead and take the seat off. So I'm really frustrated. Nothing we were trying worked. I cannot get to this battery to save my life. It's under a whole bunch of shit. So
I don't know where to give it to. Mika.
Our neighborhood
Mika.
cat has come to visit.
Go.
Our dog doesn't really
Mika.
fuck with the cat, but we feed her. She comes around. So I guess I'm gonna try to put it on a tender and see if that works, and then I'll give the dealership a call tomorrow and see what my options are. But I can't believe that they would engineer a bike that requires you to take it to the dealer every single time the battery dies or something. So
Yeah, just plug it up, see if it works.
I don't know here. Husband said just plug it up, see if it works. So we're gonna try. So I got the battery on the tender. I feel like this is not going to work because the battery is dead, but I don't know. I think this happened because of the tow mode, like I said, when I was coming back from Myrtle. So I'm just kind of throwing something against the wall to see what sticks at this point. I'm gonna call the dealership tomorrow. I think I'll, just for safety's sake, we'll just go ahead and replace the battery, like I said. Obviously, I didn't want to expend that right now, but you know, it is what it is. It's the lifestyle that we chose, I guess, as motorcyclists. So yeah, I'll check it tomorrow. I do have to go to work tomorrow, but not until the evening time, so I'll have time to fiddle around with this and just kind of like see what's up. But yeah, this is going to be an adventure, because like I said, I'm trying to figure things out and do things on my own. I did watch several YouTube videos. I read a couple articles. I don't think my bike has that remote stud or whatever it is, like maybe other soft toe models has, because I did not locate that. There's nothing covered by a rubber boot or anything like that, and it's quite impossible to get to the battery when you take the seat off without unhooking other things and unscrewing other things. And your girl is not a mechanic, so I'm not unscrewing or unhooking anything. So I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow. I also wanted to add, your girl is not mechanically inclined at all, like at all. So all of this is like very strange to me. I can change a tire. I can change my oil in my car. I'm going to learn how to do it on a motorcycle, but all of this is like strange and new and scary to me. So me trying to do things on my own is just, I never thought I'd see the day. So I just got home a little while ago from work. It's a little after 2:30 in the morning, so I'm super tired, super exhausted. I was supposed to be home around 10 p.m. and with the delays due to the weather, the airspace was closed in Washington, D.C. The airspace was closed in Fort Lauderdale. So, the delays, they result in you just being super fatigued, super tired. So tomorrow I do have to get up and take my bike over to the Harley Davidson dealership so they could take a look at the battery. I did have the battery on a tender the past couple days while I've been gone. I took a look at it. I did turn it on before I left and went to work. The bike did turn over and run, so hopefully it has enough juice so I can make it to the dealership. So I'm just gonna have them check it out, see if the battery is good. It is running. I do have my trip to the Women's Mid-Atlantic Motorcycling Conference coming up on Friday, so an abundance of caution, of course I want to make sure my battery is good. So I got about 4 hours of sleep last night. It looks like I'm about to get 3 or 4 hours of sleep tonight. Saturday is their first come first served day at the dealership, so they advised me to get there super early. So I'm gonna try to make it there by 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. and see what happens. Like I said, I really don't want to do it, but I'm gonna put my big girl panties on and do it, because if I don't do it tomorrow, I'm really gonna be cutting it down to the wire in order to make sure I'm ready to take my trip. So I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. See you tomorrow. What's up, guys? So it's Saturday morning. I'm getting ready to take True Blood. That was the name of my bike before this. Getting ready to take Blackfire to the dealer to have them look at the battery. It's about 8:15 in the morning. I'm already late because the dealer, they told me they open at 9. They told me I need to get there early, so I'm late already. It's about 25 minutes away. We're going to Bob's Harley Davidson. I wish I didn't have to do this today because I'm very, very tired. Like I said, I got in super late last night. I tried to wake up at 7 a.m. and I literally physically, like, my body would not allow me to wake up. So this is the best I could do. So I don't know if they're going to be able to see me right away or if they're going to make me wait, etc. So I'm just going to take my stuff. I got some breakfast with me. I got my laptop with me so I could get some work done. And my AirPods, and I guess I'm just gonna chill and see what happens. Our neighborhood cat has come to visit. Hey, Marmy. He might be wanting some food, so I'm gonna go in the house and grab him some food and then start packing the bag. Hey, buddy. Y'all, I can't say this enough. Having a bike that has a sissy bar and has anchor points is such a big deal to me. Again, for those of you who have never had a bike that had good anchor points or had space to put bags or had saddlebags, you know what I'm talking about. I was facing possibly spending all day at the dealership. I didn't know how long I was going to be there, and I had a lot of computer work to get done, as well as other things and different sort of paperwork that I wanted to work on. In the past, I always had to jerry rig everything, or I had to wear a backpack, or I had to deal with bungee straps, and now I don't have to do that anymore. Something as simple as taking a bag that already has straps and just putting it on there, just taking a few minutes to have all my stuff and everything I need. This is a convenience that I didn't know I needed. But now that I'm here, I can never go back. to the dealership, I came up to a motorcycle club riding out on my left. When I looked closer, I could see that it was Punishers. I think they're based in North Jersey. I was trying to make sure that I stayed as respectful as possible and not messed up their line or not jumped in front of them. It was interesting to me because even though it's an all-male motorcycle club, I saw a couple of guys out there on trikes. And I know a lot of people don't like trikes, but you know what? They're motorcycles. And anybody that has the courage and the balls to get out here and ride in these streets deserves respect from all riders, no matter what type of machine that they're on. So I pulled up on them, gave them the salute, and got the go ahead and pass. So I went ahead and zoomed on past. Made it over here. Like I said, this is about a 25-minute ride from my house, so it wasn't too bad. Again, I am super tired, but once I got on the bike and I felt the wind, it doesn't feel that bad, but I'm sure I'm going to crash later. One thing that I did notice, I really like this bike, and I hopped on it. This might have been the first time ever in my life where I just jumped on a bike and just felt immediately comfortable. I generally don't think I've ever felt that way, like to the point where a couple of times when I was out there just doing whatever to get here, I wasn't paying attention. Like my mind was kind of wandering and daydreaming. So that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. I need to pay attention. So I'm going to go ahead in here. Hopefully they will be able to help me with what I need. I'm cool with like hanging around for a couple of hours if that's what they need. I just really need to make sure my bike is in good working order before I start this trip next week. So let's see what they're talking about. So bad news, he said that they already had their first 10 guys to do work this morning, which I guess is not surprising because they did tell me on the phone that they get really busy on Saturday and it's first come, first serve. So what I worked out with the gentleman at service, he's going to take the bike. I'm going to leave it here today. My husband's going to come pick me up and he's going to do the work on Tuesday. He's also going to do the brake recall notice that I got, and he's going to do a secondary key fob for me. So I'm just going to knock out all those things so I have the bike here, and then I'm going to come Thursday morning, early in the morning, and pick it up, and then that way I'll have time to, you know, get ready for my trip, put the bags on the bike, and do everything I need to do. So once again, I'm cutting it short with having work done that I need to get done before a trip, but I didn't expect for this to happen. Luckily for me, the battery is covered under warranty, so that's good. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the little bit of coins out to go ahead and get the second key fob made. I was told by friends of mine that you're supposed to get a secondary key fob when you get a Harley. They stopped doing that, as this gentleman just told me, so now you only get one fob. So it's a little over $100 to get a second one, and knowing me, I feel like it will get lost or damaged or crushed or something, and I'm going to need another key fob. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it's probably going to be, it's about 9, little before 9:45. My husband went to take my daughter to dance class, and then he'll come down here and grab me. So I'm probably going to be waiting here, I don't know, maybe like an hour for him, but that's fine. There's some guys here getting ready for a trip. And yeah, I'm just gonna go head on and just take my time. I see there's a gentleman over here doing pinstriping, and I have wanted to get some pinstriping done on my bike. So not today, but I just want to get his information, and maybe I could go get some done later on. So I was just talking to a gentleman over there. Him and his best friend rode down from Michigan, and they're heading up all through the states, Virginia. He said they're getting ready to go to New York now. They went to Washington, D.C., and they're just like on a summer road trip, just him and his bestie, and I love them. There they go, they're pulling out right now. So we have a hog chapter here in Camden, and I know that they meet here on Saturdays for their trips and stuff like that. I was thinking of joining the chapter, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. So here is the gentleman doing the pinstriping. I'm getting ready to go over here and talk to him, see what kind of designs he has over here, see what he can do, and let's see what's going on. I don't know if he wants to be filmed, so I'm going to turn the camera off while I talk to him. Not everybody likes to be filmed. All right, y'all, so this is Dave. Dave does pinstriping. I thought he lived in New Jersey, but this fine gentleman here, he lives in where, Florida, you said?
My home is in Florida, and I have a route of Harley-Davidson stores. I'm at a different Harley store every week. I'm here at Barb's Harley-Davidson once a year, so I'll be here today and tomorrow before I go to the big hog rally in Winchester, Virginia.
So he has an email list here. He sends out a newsletter, so I put my email here. Like I was telling you guys before, I did want to get some pinstriping on my bike, but he's going to only be here for 2.5 business seconds. So hopefully next time he's here in New Jersey, especially since I live around the corner, I could come over here and he can fancy up my bike a little bit, make Blackfire look good. So he's got some photos here. Looks like a lot of photos with all his work. So I'm going to take a look at these photos while I'm waiting for hubby to come pick me up. And let's take a look at the photos and see what he's got.
Yay!
And I did ask Dave before I put him on camera, because like I said, a lot of times with us who film things and stuff like that, we just be filming people, and not everybody likes to be on camera, so it's nice to ask people before you film them.
Definitely. Now, the week after next, I'm actually going to be in Westchester.
Westchester, New York?
No, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Which is over on the other side of Philadelphia. So I'm sort of in the area all summer long.
And
even though I'm not right here at Barb's.
I think I do have a couple of subscribers that are just all over. I actually don't think I have that many New Jersey subscribers. So guys, you got his information. I'll drop a link for him when I post this video. And you know, if he's nearby and you need some work, hit up Dave.
Yay!
So you guys, I've been here talking a little bit more to Dave, and he's really cool. I asked him how he started doing this. First of all, he's been painting since he was a little kid, he said. And as he was telling me, he first started the idea to do this because he was old enough to see out of the car as a small kid, and he saw the pinstriping on other cars, and he thought it was cool, and he started painting. And then this is how businesses start. It could just take something that simple. The kids in the neighborhood started asking him to paint things for him, and he's been doing it ever since. And it's been how many years now?
A whole bunch of years.
So he said to me, oh, you're probably not old enough to remember when everything was painted by hand, when they started doing things by computer. And I said, listen, I'm nearly half a century old. I'm old enough to remember when things were done by hand. So, you know, in a day and age where everything is like with computers and everything's like AI and everything's just, nothing is authentic anymore. It's really nice to meet somebody that's doing a craft by hand. And we should always appreciate those people among us that do things that are handcrafted, because that's really rare now, especially somebody that's painting and putting art out into the world. So, and one of the things that's really cool about Harleys is the customization. I was saying that in my other video, the way that people paint these bikes, customize these bikes, that's really something to be appreciated, and we wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for people like Dave offering his skills.
I've always been on. There's always been another idea that I've had. Hey, I could do that. So I've never been bored. There's always one more thing that I can do and I can make, And my job is actually making people happy with what I do.
Right.
And I love doing it.
Right. So again, guys, it's cool to buy things from Harley, like to buy all the branded stuff and everything like that. But when you're out in the community and you're riding, or you're on these road trips, and you see small vendors or people who are like, again, helping you customize your bikes and putting art out into the world, you really have to patronize these people, because a lot of times it's these people that love motorcycles, love what they do, love their craft, that are really making things special for us. So whenever you can purchase things or buy things or support their businesses, please make sure you do that also. Yes, we love Harley. Harley is a multi-million-dollar company, though. They're gonna make their money, they're gonna get their coins. It's people like Dave that we really have to support them and patronize them, and just be thankful for the things that they do. When you go to these events and go to these rallies, me personally, I always try to buy something from somebody that's there, just because I like to support. So, obviously Dave's been doing this for a long time. Like he said, clearly he loves it. So when people love stuff, they're going to put their all into their art. And typically when you have that love behind it and that passion, you're going to get a really good product at the end.
That's my policy. I'm gonna keep painting until you're happy.
I just heard him tell somebody that a customer came up here and he said, I'm gonna keep working on it until you're happy. And you could tell that man was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. I don't know if it's gonna be worth my money, but Dave is so nice and has really good customer service. I think that guy's gonna come back and get something done.
Yeah.
Right?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Y'all, look at this bike right here. This paint job is amazing. It's like a nice hot pink. It's got some paint on it. Nice saddleman seat, custom saddleman seat with the pink threads. It's a really nice bike. I really like that. So I'm in the dealership right now. Like I said, I'm still waiting for Rashawn, for hubby to come pick me up. So I'm just walking around looking at the bikes, talking to people, and right now I'm looking for some water because I'm really thirsty.
Hello dear, how are you?
Hi, I'm looking for the water, the fridge with the water.
Over here. Come
Okay,
follow me. I got
I'm
you.
like dying of thirst.
Yes. You ready
Pardon
to
me.
open it up? So what Insta360 do you have? X5?
This is the X5, and honestly, this is literally the first time I've ever used it. I used it on the ride over here,
That's
so
fantastic.
I don't know what I'm doing, but
I love
hopefully. I just interviewed that guy, Dave, outside that's doing the pinstriping, so I just got some like unexpected footage I didn't expect.
That's all right. Content's content.
Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm at Barb's. Just looking around while I wait for my husband to come pick me up. I actually really like this dealer. I bought my bike from Stars and Stripes in Pennsylvania, which is a nice dealer. I feel like I got good customer service, but I really like the vibe here at Barb. So I think actually, like, going forward, whenever I need work done or I need to buy stuff, I'm gonna start coming over here and just letting them do it. It's super convenient from my house as well. It's about a 24 minute drive, so it's really easy to get here. Stars and Stripes is about a 45 minutes, 50 minutes, depending on what's going on with traffic from my house. So obviously I'd rather come to the place that's closer. But yeah, everybody here is really nice. Everybody talks to you. They smile. They introduce themselves. I've been to a lot of Harley dealers around the country at this point. Whenever I go on my layovers, I try to go to dealerships and visit them if they're nearby, just to check in, get the poker chips and what have you. And sometimes you walk in, they don't even talk to you, like they don't even look at you, and it's kind of crazy to me because first of all, you don't know why a person is walking to your business, and also you don't know who has money, you don't know why they're there. You really can't assume anything about people, just like when I'm at work and flying, I can't assume anything about the customers. So if I walked into a dealer and I'm like, I got coins to spend and I don't even get eye contact, that's kind of wild when you're getting ready to spend tens upon tens of thousands of dollars. But, so no shade to Stars and Stripes. That was not my experience at Stars and Stripes at all. I just like it here and it's close. So I'm going to check out the sales rack here. Not that I need to buy anything or have any money, but, it's worthwhile to check. So left the bike there at Harley, so we're just gonna take a day today and just relax and chill. I haven't been home, like I was telling y'all, in a couple of days, so I am really tired. My dad opened up the pool So I think I might just get in the pool and just, yeah, relax. Take some time to I'm gonna repack for the next trip. Actually, I think I might go ahead and pack for Gettysburg either today or tomorrow. Just knock that out. I'll show y'all how I pack. I'll do a little video on that. Actually, I'll talk about that karaoke bag that I talked about in the last video because, you know, I have the hack. I have broken the code to packing that bag correctly. So maybe we'll do that later. So until we come back, y'all. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. I've been enjoying my weekend so far. Like I said, I got in the pool yesterday with my parents and my son. My parents have gone to church. They've taken my children with them, and my husband is at work, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go have brunch with one of my sisters. We're going to go to a place called Skillet up in Trenton. I've eaten here before. The food is really good. It is a black-owned restaurant, so yay for that. So despite everything that happened with the battery and, you know, the day not going as I wanted it to go yesterday, I'm still enjoying my weekend before I have to go back to work tomorrow. My report tomorrow is at 7 a.m., so I give myself 2 hours to get to work. So I need to leave my house by 5 a.m., which means I have to get up at 4 a.m. So I'm going to go out, have some brunch today. I'm going to get in the yard and do some yard work later on with my mom and the kids, and then start everything back up again. They're supposed to start working on my bike on Tuesday, so hopefully everything will be done, and then I could go pick it back up, like I said, Thursday morning. So just take you guys along with me for the brunch, and you can meet my sister and VP of my motorcycle club.
I've seen these all the time.
All right, y'all, my girl has arrived. This is Icy. Alana. This is one of my best friends. She's also the VP of my motorcycle club. I would not be the writer that I am without her. This is the one that I told y'all that came to the parking lot and got me out of the parking lot when I was stuck in the parking lot for months. Yep, so you can blame her for unleashing me on the streets. So we haven't seen each other in, how long has it been? I don't know. It's probably been
longer than it normally is.
I feel like maybe 6 weeks. Maybe it's been like 2 months, and we usually spend a lot of time together and talk a lot on the phone. But life has been life, and we've both been really, really busy. So we carved out some time to have some breakfast together, and I'm really excited to see her. As usual, titties are the outfit. Okay. She might be responsible for my motorcycling, but if you take a look at this hair, I am responsible for this hair. Show them the hair. So people used to compliment me on my sister locks, and when we're in the same space, nobody even looks at my hair. It's like I'm bald headed when I'm sitting next to her because they only look at her hair.
She started my life.
Yeah, okay, so God is responsible for the rest of the locks. I'm responsible for starting them. But so we're gonna enjoy some food here, and we'll see y'all later. See. Girl. You know what? And that's funny because I did not even. So we finished our brunch at Skillet. Food was really good. I had potatoes and bacon. Icy had like a surf and turf that had steak and eggs and potatoes and shrimp. So we're just gonna, I don't know, I guess walk a little bit, chat a little bit more. Like I said, we hadn't seen each other in a while, so it was really nice to see her. Love her. All right, I am home from brunch now. I'm out here pulling some weeds in our flower beds. So my mom's roses, one of the rose bushes we have. So it's pretty hot outside. So continuing on with my weekend, not on a bike for once. And I'm just gonna go ahead, pull all these weeds. We got about, I don't know, 6 or 7 flower beds or something like that. So shouldn't take me too long. After I get done doing this, I'm gonna go inside, take me a shower, relax a little bit, and then, as I was telling you guys earlier, I still have to get ready for work. So I gotta pack my work suitcase, and I have to pack my meal prep in my lunch bag. I usually do that the night before. I have a whole bunch of meals in the freezer. I just throw them in the lunch bag and then throw the whole lunch bag in the freezer. That way they act as everything's frozen, so I don't have to put like an ice pack or anything in the bag, and that usually will stay frozen all day. And then I'll repeat the process tomorrow evening when I get to the hotel. So I gotta wake up in the morning around 4. So I like to do all of these things obviously at night before I go to bed. All right, YouTube family, the weekend is over. It is Monday. It's about 6 o'clock a.m., 6:09 a.m. My show time is at 7:10 a.m. So I'm at the airport at Newark Airport and getting ready to start my day. So after enjoying my weekend, it's back to reality. So thank you for joining me. I will see you guys in the next video. Next video is going to be me heading to the Mid-Atlantic Women's Motorcycle Conference in Gettysburg, PA. So of course I'm going to take you guys along with me. As always, thank you for spending time wasted with me. This is Woody. This has been the Wordy Woody Show. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Stop.
You guys, look who I found.
Stop.
It's
Guys,
one of
I'm
my
using my
favorite
benefits for the
co-workers,
first time. Can
TJ.
you believe it?
Okay.
What flight attendant doesn't use their benefits?
Y'all, TJ is an amazing person and is an amazing flight attendant. I love working with him. I haven't worked with him in a couple of months.
She just want to tell you guys I'm using my benefits for the first time. That's what she want to tell you
Since that
guys.
Tampa layover me, you and Julio had, and we had an amazing time.
I'm going to do better for 2026.
Y'all, TJ is, like I said, he's amazing. You should check out his TikTok. Tell him what your TikTok is.
My TikTok page is Excellent Customer Service Teacher.
Yeah, so go to his TikTok page, follow all his adventures, and you get to see what amazing, lovely, wonderful person he is.
But I'm staying away from you
Look at
guys.
that skin.
It's
Oh my
vacation
God.
time.
That skin
I
is
gotta
hitting.
go.